город учиться. Поэтому, когда у нее родилась маленькая дочка, то есть
What is up, everybody? We are back. Cool hats and consistency. It is Monday. What day is it? March 27th.
Hey.
Yeah, March 27th.
After a long day of work,
Yeah, you stayed at home.
Yeah, it was great to have today off. Oh
The,
my
uh,
God.
the days just fall right out of me.
You guys did do some work today.
Oh, yeah. Ton of yard work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah. We did some
Don't you-
Minnesota work, don't you know?
It's 7 o'clock.
I'd like to know what
The
Minnesota
full
work
crew is here.
Chainsawing
I
a
am
tree.
here.
That's what Minnesota work
Full
is.
crew. Everybody's here. Everybody's
I am-
ready.
I am here.
We're all drinking while we're in hats.
Call off.
All right. This is Kyle. Go
This is-
ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Am I next? This is Colin.
Tyler.
Brooke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna get right into it. That's what I think we need to do.
Hell yeah.
Let's
get right
in it. The fucking do it. Oh, yeah.
Last week, for those of you that don't know, we talked about movies, a lot of different movies.
Yep. It was grand.
It was great. It was
I
great.
miss all the good ones.
The B movie and Tusk and
Tusk.
And Logan.
and Logan. Well, Logan was part of it, but Tusk and B
But
movie.
Tusk and B movie, those
Those
were the
were
highlights.
Big ones.
They were the
Must-sees of 2017.
those
Didn't come out this year.
Those did not come out.
If
this
you were
year.
alive in
I was gonna say,
2017,
I don't remember listening to your guys' conversation. about
because
that.
you weren't here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But-
because you weren't here last week, we're gonna let you, Brug.
I'll just do like a quick draw
All right.
of the conversation.
Quick draw McGilligan.
So because I missed the last two.
Yeah.
So what was the one before?
yeah.
That was the spring break one that you guys talked
Yes.
about, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah. So quick fire. Favorite spring break was with friends, seniors from senior friends from Ball State. We went to Clearwater. Super relaxing day on the beach. Went over to I forget the city, but it has like the Diners, Dive-Ins, Drives, Munchies 420, which had the best sandwich I've ever had in my life.
was it on the show?
Yeah, it was amazing.
So Guy was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or one of
Yeah,
or
I know.
one of the guys. I forget
Yeah.
what it was. Or no, it was
They
the
have another-
never mind. It was the Man versus Food guy.
I think he was talking about Man versus Food.
I
Not
am.
Guy.
Yeah.
He's the one
yeah.
that's even fatter than.
Not Guy Ferrari.
Yeah, no, not guy.
We're
He's
talking
the-
about
Not the legend.
Fat
but,
McGillicuddy.
He's the one that smokes pot and does eating challenges.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we went there and then it was just super chill. It was probably one of the most relaxing vacations I've ever had in my life, and that was my favorite spring break. What was the topic yesterday? Favorite or
Not-
last time?
Last week was
A movie you'd
movies.
recommend.
Well, here's the thing. We kind of jumped all over the place.
That's fine.
We talked about. We started off talking about the three of us went and saw Logan.
I saw Logan, not with you guys, but I
Right.
saw
Just
it, yeah.
we talked about that, and then we talked about other movies that. Oh.
My coaster makes noises. Sorry.
and
for
other
your
movies
ears.
that kind of it was just transition between movies we'd recommend and all that other stuff. Why don't we start with? You can just do that. You
All
do
right, so
what-
movies I would just recommend.
just one,
Just one.
because then we'll jump into what we're gonna talk about.
Uh,
And you can talk about it.
No.
Choo train.
Don't feel rushed.
I would probably
The Choo Choo Train movie.
the Choo Choo Train.
Thomas.
It teaches you
By
what
Ridley
trains
Scott.
are.
Cloud Atlas.
I haven't seen it.
Good
I haven't
one.
seen
Terrible
it.
choice.
Very good one. Yeah.
Don't be an ass.
No, you can be an ass all you want. I love that movie.
Tom
Halle
Hanks
Berry.
plays a lesbian barbarian.
That's not true.
I don't
at
know
all.
if you saw the same movie.
No, Tom Hanks is in the movie. So is Halle Berry and a whole bunch of other people. Which is
Hallelujah.
awesome.
Halle Berry.
The only problem is if you have like 3 hours to dedicate, that's how long you would need
So
for
it's
this
these.
movie.
It's like
But it's
the
not
Lord
slow.
of the Rings.
But it's not slow. It's like 6 different movies
Yeah, it's so
inside
many
one,
stories,
and it
yeah.
keeps jumping around, and you're always in like the climax of each story. It's amazing.
You're always climaxing.
Always climaxing.
Wow.
during
Movie
the
you gotta see.
I love it. Like I said, if you have 3 hours and you just want to watch a good film and just chill,
Cloud
Atlas.
Atlas
is a good film.
and that's our time. See you guys. No, I'm just.
All
kidding.
right.
Now
All right,
that
real
I'm-
quick
Now that
though.
I'm caught up.
1 out of 10. Give it a rating, Logan.
I give it a 9.
Logan.
I
For
think.
not for a guy that doesn't like Marvel films in general.
It's not a Marvel film.
Yeah, it is.
It's Fox.
It's a Marvel film.
It's
a
made
Marvel
by
story.
Fox. It's not made by Marvel
So not
at all.
So not
There was a
su-
Marvel credit in the
It
beginning.
did. It had
Yeah,
to be.
but it is Marvel characters that
Okay.
have nothing to do with Marvel Productions.
You can stop it. You can.
You're
Anyways,
wrong.
so anyway,
You can
so
suck an
as a
adamantium
fan
penis.
who's not big, or as a person who's not a big fan of like superhero movies outside
Yeah.
of like the Dark Knight films and whatnot,
right.
and I've never seen an X-Men film.
An expedited
Wow.
movie.
I've never watched an X-Men film before that. That was my very first one.
Wow.
I mean, I saw a couple cartoons and stuff, so and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know who the X-Men
You
are, and I can
understand the
like I know who
characters. Yeah.
characters are and
Yeah.
stuff like. I
Who's
just
your
have
favorite
never-
X-Men? Mine's Wolverine, like hands down. I just
I was about to say you have
Without
to
a
pick
doubt.
Wolverine.
One
It's not
cartoon from the 90s, and you're an expert.
He was
now.
just the most
Or
well.
badass
I also
thing,
like
but-
what was the guy with the laser eyes?
Cyclops.
Laser
I did like
eyes.
him.
Scott Summers.
It was not a very creative name.
Beast was. A
My
cool
name is
guy.
Laser Eyes.
Beast was dope.
Beast was cool.
I actually like the younger version of Beast over the
Yeah.
over the older one.
Seeing the previews for that was kind of cool to
was
see.
cool.
I never saw
What?
it, but
Kelsey Grammer?
Well, I mean, he
No,
did
I'm
a good
just
job
kidding. I'm just
acting it. I'm saying, but like the character itself,
I know,
they did
I
a
know.
better job representing who the character
Yeah.
was.
but as someone who's never watched an X-Men film or anything like that, I would have to give it just unbiasedness. It was like a solid 7,
That's fair.
That's
7,
a
8.
terrible rating.
That's not terrible.
That's like what you would give Cloud Atlas.
God, he hates Cloud
I
Atlas.
hate it.
Boom. Rose.
So
I mean,
to-
it's fine, but like again, I'm not a fan of like the superhero movie, so
Yeah,
like
so
a
if
little
you're
bit.
not,
But
then
like
yeah.
that movie,
Right.
if you
I'll
have
bump
no,
it up to an 8.5.
if you
that
have
movie
no
was badass.
connection to it,
Oh, yeah.
And
There's
it
a
was
lot of
it was
action,
like
no
and it was like
story.
it was like the Batman, it was like the Dark Knight series where like it was just like you see the negative effects that it is to be this kind of a person.
now, have you
guy.
seen
Like
all?
you see like the hardships of it, right?
have you seen any of the other Logan or the other Wolverine movies?
No.
So then you have no connection to it. We were
No,
talking about
but
this last
I
week.
enjoy
that
like
he-
I enjoy like the darkness behind of like
it is
a
a darker,
superhero.
yeah,
superhero
it's a
movie.
darker one.
So
This kind of segues into what I wanted to talk about this week, which is if you had one superpower, what would it be?
Oh.
And then things that you would do with that superpower. Would you be bad? Would you be good? Would you not give a shit and just go fly around? Like is there? Would you feel that moral obligation to use it for
Save
good?
people.
Yeah,
There's. Alright. So.
Who said you get to be first?
he did. He decided.
yeah,
Wait, no. I'm
Fuck wad.
I'm not sharing what my superpower would be. But I do have to ask the question. Am I the only superhero in the world?
No,
Okay, then that definitely changes
We're
things.
all
We're all-
five part of it.
there's 4 of us.
Because if I'm the only one, I'm doing some fucking crime. That's
Okay.
all. No one's stopping me.
Okay, so
But if there's other superheroes, I'll be like, all right,
Does that
guys.
change your answer?
Yeah, of course it does.
100%.
If you can
course it
get
does.
stopped from robbing a
Oh my
bank,
If I'm the only one who has a superpower, I'm
Yeah.
fucking the world
Okay,
up.
well then, what would it be?
think about it.
Oh no, now I don't have an answer.
He just freezes up.
off the top of my head, I can rip women's clothes off with my mind. So
What a power.
yeah, what a power. No,
There's a lot of crime you
So
That's
how
all.
does your power differentiate between a woman?
no,
And a man.
That's not what it would be. I don't know what my. I guess if you really thought about like the most powerful powers that you could have, I think you really got to look at Professor X with what he has. I think that we talked about it last week. That's one of the most powerful powers we've ever seen in any sort of superhero. Is just that mind that he has.
Especially that he can like.
He can freeze time. He can like get inside the head of someone else. Like it's just the limits to what he can do are almost unmatched.
Oh yeah.
However, that being said, there is that negative side in which we saw in Logan with the whole seizures and him fucking shit up because he can't control it. Like, so I don't know. That I mean, it's hard to pick a specific superpower because I guess you can always look at the cons within that. But I think if I could choose, I would definitely pick what Professor X has.
That's lame.
That's closest.
Would you also?
I know that's lame, but like,
Negative
let me say this.
Nancy over here.
I know
today.
that's lame. I totally get that that's lame. Like
I don't think
everyone
that's
wants
lame.
to be
That's dope,
creative
dude.
and unique, but like That legit is the best.
Would you want the
superpower.
wheelchair power too?
Oh no, fuck the wheelchair. do I want the no legs? Is that what you're asking me?
It's part of
He
his
has
power.
legs.
No.
They're just filled with
They just
pus.
don't do much.
No. Because my
The bones deteriorate.
I need-
into psychic energy.
I need my third leg to still work.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
just
So
What
yeah.
is it, like a rudder to steer you?
I have a friend who is handicapped from the waist down, and it still works. So just because your legs don't work does not mean
that's a lie he told you. Have you
He
seen
uses
it?
Viagra. I know girls he slept with.
What?
He takes a pill, and,
No girls who sucked it.
and I swear to God, and
How
they've
good
told me
looking is this handicap?
he's a bodybuilder. He's a handicapped bodybuilder.
There you go. You could be.
So from the
I don't.
Let's
from,
work on this.
from
Colin.
here up.
I'm gonna
He's
need to see
he's-
pictures
He's
later.
yoked. I'm
He's
not gonna say his
yoked.
name, but he's big. He's a big dude.
He's yoked.
Colin.
From the waist up. He's
Here's
big
what
dude.
I'm thinking.
He was just in a competition for handicapped guys. We're not handicapped guys, wheelchair guys in Miami like
Was
2
there a
weeks ago.
Toyota commercial about him?
No, it was all Honda. God. No,
For those March Madness fans
Yeah,
out there.
Did he score the game-winning point?
it's all right, bro. Now, so yeah, I think that. So you would pick the mind power, but not the wheelchair power.
You're copping out.
Of course, I'm not gonna pick the wheelchair power.
His power to
Such a
roll.
pussy.
roll.
I'm gonna create a superpower
Also-
that takes
also-
away your leg power.
I feel
That's
like
his power to put people in wheelchairs.
You want to
So fuck
modify
you,
the
Colin.
question then?
Or-
you pick one superpower and everyone else gets to pick an accompanying superpower that goes with it. And
So we're
would
a
you
team?
still take it? Yeah, make it a conversation.
Oh,
so
I like
you
that.
get to be Professor X, but you have to also take his wheelchair power.
no, fuck that.
So no, you're not even saying the power.
rather-
You're saying
You get the
characters.
power of flight, but you
Can we-
also lose your left
Can
arm.
we stop saying wheelchair power? Because
It's a power.
it's not necessarily a power; it's a handicap.
We're giving power
think
to
so.
it. We're giving it.
It's a handicap to others.
We're putting a
he's
positive
a-
connotation.
I'm the insensitive one now.
He doesn't think it's so bad.
We're putting a positive spin on it. You're the
making it
dick.
Sorry to
So
the
yours would just be
wheelchair
yours would just
community.
be the ability to do what he does.
Telepathy and shit like that.
fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And to sick wheelies.
I mean, do you want to like
Or
you want to
I'd-
like dive in a little bit? I mean,
or I'd have the power of the Force, like Star Wars, and that's the
This
shit.
is still telepathy.
I know, but
that's a whole other.
I could
thing,
be
but-
handicapped all I want. If I had the Force, I could whip around like Yoda did in those dumbass
And whipping and
1
whipping and
through-
whipping and whipping his
1
ass.
through 3 movies.
Yeah, but he was like way younger
Those
then, dude.
sucked.
Yeah.
He was like 400 instead of.
No, he was
800.
still like 900 because what? Luke's not that old. Luke's like 23.
Yeah, he's still super.
He went from like being like 1 through 899, doing backflips and shit, and as soon as he hit like 934, he's like, "I'm too old and senile,
I'm dying soon.
and I'm quirky and funny."
It's kind of funny that you mentioned like the time period between those like 3 to 4 or like 6 to 7. It's only a gap of like 30 to 40 years.
yeah, not even.
The funniest part of that is that like the people in 4 and the people in 7 somehow don't realize the Force exists. Like they forgot about it. Like
No, they thought it all died out.
yeah.
But there was only one Jedi left. It was Luke. He went into hiding.
Okay, but they even in 7 they make it seem like they don't even think the Force was a real thing. Like they think they're myths almost.
It goes
which is
back. It
weird.
reverts back to like 4 when
Right.
it was dead again because the gap between 3 and 4 it dies out again. Obi-Wan goes into hiding,
Right.
and so does Yoda.
But my
but
point to you is a story as big as Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader just being a myth. Like we did not witness the Holocaust, but we don't think it's a myth.
Well, the difference between that is that's written history on our planet as opposed to verbal history
On a galaxy.
in a galaxy. That means you have to
All
have
right,
traveled
okay, all
to
right, I
other
guess.
parts of it
But
to
there-
have heard about it.
But they're also a galaxy in which like people travel from planet to planet so
I get
easily.
that, but
Yeah.
like-
But
not
there's no
everybody has
internet.
that.
They're just, it's only people who come to your planet that tell you about it.
They gotta
It's
have
kind
it,
of weird that
they gotta have
their
internet
technology is so
Primitive.
it's primitive in certain aspects and not in others.
Yeah.
They can freaking space travel, but they don't have laptops or
Google.
yeah, Google. Why don't they have Google? I mean, that should just be an
no one
automatic.
develops Google when you have Star Destroyers.
That's true. So anyway, so Professor X.
Yeah, I'll take.
No, he's
Star
saying
Wars.
he's saying Star Wars. is what
Oh,
he's,
I'll take.
he would
them
take the
all.
Star Wars.
I was trying to figure. I was like, shit. How do we get onto Star Wars?
He wants the Star Destroyer power.
We tend to rant a little bit.
No, it's
sometimes.
totally fine. I was enjoying the conversation. I hope everyone else was as well.
Of course.
All right, so who's next? Who's got a superpower?
I think Tom
they
should go
want?
next.
Okay. Wheelchair power was awfully tempting.
And that's what he takes. And I'm not going to elaborate at all. That's what I want. Okay, and you're up, Brooke.
I always thought that flight was such a cop out.
Yeah.
Like speed and flight was like, yep, you're really enjoying that. But then when it comes to being like useful, you're just a helicopter person.
let me. I want to. Before you say what you're going to say, remember this: certain X-Men have
I'm thinking specifically.
They
I'm
have-
thinking of Angel.
multiple powers.
Yeah.
Like within
Wolverine
one.
has bone claws and healing.
And healing.
An Angel has
I'm saying
wings.
you get one. You don't get multiple.
I'm
Right.
not. I was trying to like.
He was just
combine
saying
the
speed
Flash
and flying are just kind of weak.
Yeah, like if you had those accompanying, sure, great. But like even Hawkgirl in the Justice League, her powers are flight and owning a mace.
She owns one, which is like the wheelchair thing.
That's it. And then that makes her good enough to be on the Justice League.
Yeah, but who else? But who else is?
Who else can fly and own a mace?
Well, not just not just own one,
Fuck, he's right.
but be good with it.
It's not that hard.
Wonder Woman.
I'm swinging now.
Wonder Woman.
hit
She's
you.
got
She's got a dope sword.
she got wrist cuffs, a whip, and an invisible
whip?
airplane.
Is it one of them? Like
Does she even have powers? She's just strong.
one of her abilities is invisible jet. You talked about that yesterday.
Like, she has items. She has. If she lost a
Well,
cup,
Actually, no,
she'd be
She's
fucked.
super strength. And
no, she has super
speed
strength and speed, and
yeah.
Well, but that's
She's like-
like it's funny because that's like her whole planet. It's just Amazon women.
It's not a
just-
planet.
it's an island. It's on Earth.
It's on the U.S.
Yeah.
There's no way that's on the U.S.
Yeah.
No, it's not on the U.S.
It's on Earth.
in
I
like-
would have. I
it's
would
in
have
New
found
Jersey.
It. I would've
It's in
found it by
Jersey.
now.
She's actually a Jersey girl. Gee. So
Jersey
yours
Shore
would be
Wonder
being a,
Woman.
a Jersey
Mine
Shore.
would being a Jersey girl that owns a mace.
She's Snooky.
So
with
you want to be
powers.
hot girl? Is that what you're
I want
telling
to
me?
be hot girl. I think that
Yeah.
in effect, not thinking about helping people or like comparisons, that I almost said owning a mace again.
Get off the whole mace thing.
In that that you need a vulnerability. So I would love to have super strength, but be really weak to
Maces.
like pollen.
So they just like blow flowers at you?
Allergies.
God, look at this guy bench press a couple
I would
cars.
totally rip you
Why
in
is he
half, but I'm
sneezing
really
so
sick.
much?
Oh God, it's spring season.
I think time manipulation would be the most fun.
Oh, time travel would be
Not
cool
not
as shit.
not maybe time travel, just like
You can
small
pause it.
quantity.
Oh, okay.
Freeze, not reverse, not fast forward, just freeze and play.
Interesting.
I like that.
So you're like Adam Sandler and Click.
Limited.
Limited.
You just
Adam
have
Could you
the
do
pause
it?
button.
Could you do it whenever you wanted?
I don't know. That's,
Yeah?
that's
So
your
yes.
Why
determination.
wouldn't you?
It's your power. You tell me.
But
Here's-
like,
There is a huge vulnerability to that. Is the idea of you like not pausing right away. You're just
yeah.
like, there's a fire. Pause. That girl is stuck in the fire now. Like,
inevitably, the whole like usefulness.
It's not
of
just
it
the
is-
people
Is
pause.
awfully limited.
Let me ask you
what
this.
Can you're only pausing
Let me ask
people, or
you
are you
this,
pausing
Tyler.
everything?
I
I
thought
thought
pause
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
If you
Which means
pause,
the fires just pause.
if you pause things,
But
are
she's
you
still
able to
in
still
it.
move freely in time?
Well, yeah, that'd be the
So
whole
I age
important
at
So
a
part.
you
normal
age.
time. I'd age
So
faster.
if you
than everybody else.
that's right there is your vulnerability.
yeah,
If you to use it, you're going to age faster than other people.
because while the world stops,
They're not aging. Nothing else is moving except you.
I would just freeze time forever and just piss human resources away. Just like all of it. Just
But eventually, you're going to die. If you're there's a normal
I know,
person.
and then I unpause it.
What do you do?
And then
Like-
people are like fuck? All the crops are gone. What?
What do you have?
Where did all the oil go?
For
We had
100
so
years,
much oil.
you've been just
now it's
emptying it all
gone.
into
You're
the
just-
ocean.
Fucking shit up.
So yours would be time manipulation. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Sure. I mean, I'm asking you.
Limited time manipulation.
You'd be the Bill Cosby of Earth.
What does that mean?
He's just
You're
raping
just
the earth.
raping the resources.
What, did you talk about resources at all?
Or
I don't,
raping. I don't think.
I don't think.
Colin's thing was
If
like,
you-
if
if you
freeze
froze-
time, you have the access to all the corn and coal.
If you froze everything, you could just take whatever you wanted. That's rape.
That is
That's Earth
messed
rape.
up, dude.
You could rape all the coal.
God.
I mean, do you want to like elaborate? What would you do with this ability for real? Like, what?
I would clearly steal all the crops.
You wouldn't take jewels or anything that's.
But like, if you have the time to be able to take anything that you actually want, what is the point of money?
no, you don't take money. I'm saying
No, but I'm
take-
saying jewels. What do jewels do for you? You can own the jewels, and you can be like, "Oh, great, I have the jewels."
Or
And
take the
and
things
you
you
could like
want.
the jewels, but you could also sell the jewels. But you don't need to sell the jewels for money or rob a bank. If the thing that you want to buy with the money, you could just take
Okay.
anyway.
Like what?
A boat. I don't know.
Here's the thing, because if you're taking something that, let's say you take a boat, and you
It's not like a
Replay.
long term. I don't like hold it in a harbor and then like bring my family out onto it.
well, then that's why. I would. That's why I would take money or jewels if I could manipulate time,
Yeah.
because they can't trace that.
Not
But
a
then your
traceable.
question is,
But if somebody
It's
sees
just
a boat that
like,
says
hey,
like,
that boat is under my license.
that's Tim's boat.
Nuh-uh, I stole it. Like there's a difference.
And
you
I
could
also
go
get a
buy
southern
things legit.
twang.
and
Yeah,
then
but if
there's
you
no-
freeze time, you could paint the boat.
True.
okay.
That would confuse the fuck out of the owner.
change the name.
Goes back.
Changed in it.
What the hell?
Other people sold this, or other people bought this boat.
Oh,
This one says Carrie Ann and not Dairy Ann. Two very unpopular
you
names.
just get like a red paintbrush and just a big D over.
You could frame people for shit if you could
That's what
freeze
I do.
time.
like fart and
Move people's hands onto people's like
all
dicks.
the time. You
What?
could steal a boat and then put it in the possession of somebody you wanted to go away and be like, dude, this dude stole a boat. And be like, well, no, I didn't.
No, I
It's
didn't.
in your harbor. There it is.
I didn't steal it. So your power would
Mostly
be
aimed
boat
on
stealing
boat
abilities.
stealing and crotch touching.
He'd be a local superhero. He's not doing
Very,
too much.
very low.
No one's
Very
inviting me
low.
to save New York.
Now I got a question for you. Was it you that deflated Tom Brady's balls
Ooh.
by freezing the time?
Tom Brady.
You freeze the balls. You
Twam.
freeze the time. You
Twam.
freeze the balls.
Did you freeze them or did you just let the air out?
That was the perfect crime. He
froze
blamed it
them.
on the ball
On the
boy,
Brady.
but really when it was in the air, he just deflated it.
you
You went up on a
he's-
ladder.
He's throwing the ball. You get a
It's
ladder
a really
out,
tall ladder.
and you get it
Yeah.
and deflate it and you put it back in the air, and then it shoots.
Super duper. That's what my superhero name would be. Colin would be the great
Oh yeah, what would your name be?
mind. I
Wait, hold on. But are you a superhero or do you just have a power that you use?
would, I elect for a costume. Colin, you don't have to. You can wear a suit and a wheelchair.
That'd be a costume.
Um,
He doesn't have to have
Suit and a
any wear a
he
wheelchair.
doesn't need it. It's for fun.
He's like it on his
He's
back.
like-
I would
No,
definitely.
it's the wheelchair.
Spit
That's
out.
for
I would
fun.
definitely.
Just throw it at people.
I wouldn't wear a costume or a suit, but I would make everyone's minds see Professor Xavier.
That's a lot of work.
More likely, I would make them see Jean-Luc Picard. Not even Professor Xavier, just Jean-Luc Picard.
John Picard.
Like,
Jean-Luc
shit,
Picard?
that's Jean-Luc Picard.
Yes, that is me,
Yes, this is me.
John.
I'd always, like, right before I did some mental shit, just put 2 fingers to my head. Like, you're getting
Is he pointing at
fucked
his
up.
eyebrow? What's going on here?
Just head
What's
points.
he about to do?
I don't like this.
All right, we're gonna take a
Is
quick
that-
break.
Hold on, before we do, is there a way to activate your powers? Going back to that, it's like, oh, I can only do it if I touch my forehead
Oh, no.
with 2 fingers.
No.
Or is
No,
it
because
just
he can do it
whenever you
because well, it depends. It's your call.
This is for fun.
I think...
want. Yeah.
Are you making a reference to the Dave Chappelle bit?
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying. But like, even for like Tyler's sake, like when he's like, when I want freeze time, I have to.
whip my
Instead
dick
of
out.
just thinking about it, he has to do something about it.
It's dick present.
The reason I asked, there's a Dave Chappelle bit in which he talks about like
Oh, the rape. thing.
Yeah, he was talking about a superhero in which he can pretty much save. He has superpowers, but he can only activate these powers if he pats a vagina. So like buildings are burning, and he's like, Miss, please, I just need to pat your vagina, just a couple touches. People are dying, lady, please.
Did she do it?
No,
No, so he rapes them.
Yeah, he rapes them.
So
But he
gets-
saves. And he rapes to save. And he saves a lot more than he rapes. But he does rape. And that's the bet.
He just came out
It's
with some new
elaborate.
stuff, didn't
Yeah,
he?
that was from the new stuff.
That was from the
I
new
haven't
stuff.
heard his new stuff.
It's
It's
awesome.
good stuff.
I need to hear it then.
Yeah. You gonna take that break?
Oh, now we're gonna take a break.
Now we're gonna take a
Sorry
break.
for interrupting.
Yeah,
you.
sorry, that's my. I haven't
All
been
right.
on for a while. I gotta
It's all
talk.
right.
I
It's
gotta
all
get my
right.
talking out.
You're good. You're good. All right, we'll be back.
See ya.
And we're back from break. What's up, guys?
I got
got
I
some
got a new
refills?
drink. I got a new drink.
What?
What you drinking?
I fell asleep.
It's Captain and banana.
We've actually been
pineapple-
gone for 7 hours.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
it's actually a new day.
Mm-hmm.
New day, new drink.
New week.
It's March 28th,
New handle.
2019.
Oh my.
It's more than 7 hours, but
New pound of
feels
cocaine.
like yesterday.
What are you drinking?
It is a mix of Captain Morgan, most importantly, and then pineapple, banana, and orange juice. Of
course.
It's delicious.
Sounds terrible.
No, it's the
are
shit.
So while we're talking about alcohol,
What
I
are
just
you
got
drinking?
back from Cancun, and it was an all-inclusive trip.
Dude, they're the fucking best.
My dude.
And so in my room we had, well, in John and I's room.
Bananas.
No, so they had like these, instead of, you ever been to like a hotel where they have, it's like a mini bar that you can pay for, where
Yeah.
you open the fridge, there's a bunch of little individual bottles. They're like maybe 2-3 ounce little bottle, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we're signing up when we walked into the hotel, they're like telling us that each room, we didn't know this at the time. We walk up and they're like, all right, you have a mini bar in your room. So my thought process was, wow, we're gonna have a bunch of those little individual mini bottles in our room, and we're just gonna and then every other day they'll come in and they'll refill and restock us for what it is. So we walk into our room, and there was like a little hallway. You turn to the left, there's a bathroom. Then across from the hallway, there was like a closet, and then a small little counter that kind of recessed into the wall, and then a fridge below it.
Great
So the
use of
count-
the word recess, by the way. Go ahead.
The wall, above the counter was this like built-in rack with like upside down fifths, just like staggered like this. That's all together.
Shut the fuck up.
4 of them.
They had a
and-
bathroom?
And every single 2 days they'd come and refill these fifths. So you could and they dispense shots. So you could you go with your glass or your cup or whatever, and you just push up on the thing and it would dispense a shot.
That's awesome.
It was, and then we blew through like 2 or 3 of it. It was like
Of course you did, yeah.
But then you could go, but say you could drink none of that if you didn't want to, because you go down to the bar,
And it's
the
all
4,
inclusive.
and it's all inclusive. But then if you wanted to pregame, you could also do that too. So that was like a cool, like if you're in your room, you just
But
woke
the
up.
bottles were also all inclusive?
Yeah.
Strange.
What?
Usually that's something that
And in the
convenient is
fridge was beer and chaser.
Ah.
It was
So,
amazing.
I say we go there next time.
Who needs chasers?
Also
for
water,
beer?
which is a big thing, because you think, oh,
Yeah.
we don't have water.
No, you need
Also,
water.
their water tastes like a little, a little
It's
bit
not
poopy.
the best for you.
It's poopy water, but
Poopy
it's
water.
not the best.
Usually in
You want-
Mexico, you want
bottled
even
water,
even bottled water tastes a little different.
Yes.
Right.
It has like
100%.
But
Oh,
the tap water is what is known to give you the
Shit.
squirts.
I drank very little tap water, only when I was brushing my teeth,
Yeah.
if at all. And then I just
when
drank
I was
bottled
there,
water.
when I was there, I
The rest of the
brushed
time.
my teeth with bottled water.
I didn't
I
even
think,
do
I
that.
think,
I
that,
didn't-
I
I
think
even
that's what I did
risked
too.
that.
We were in a
Yeah.
nice. If it was gonna give me the quote unquote squirts, it
Yeah.
didn't. So
Well, that's good.
I didn't drink enough for it.
You've been
Better to
drinking enough
avoid
shitty
it.
water.
Anyway, back into what we were originally talking about. I just wanted to share that
Segue.
segue. Just like so I'm.
Well,
that's
what are
I-
you
that was-
drinking right now?
I'm drinking wine, just red wine.
You know,
Red
like
wine.
Cancun, red wine.
Red wine.
Well, I drink a lot of liquor the last.
That's
6
Cancun's
days.
nickname.
I mean, you're every 30 minutes. I'm getting a new tequila sunrise or a new mojito or a new margarita.
Mojito.
It just,
Dude,
man, it just knocks you the hell out.
The cruise I was on before you went, all inclusive alcohol, top shelf if you want it, bottom shelf. It didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
The only time you got top shelf was when you requested it. But
Otherwise, as well.
I mean, I'm just sitting there pounding.
You're hammered.
Just pounding.
You're like,
drinking.
and it doesn't matter.
And then it's like 11:30 in the morning. I'm like, I woke up at 9. How am I
We
this
would get up
hammered?
at 8:00. We'd shower. We'd go down and have breakfast, which was also all
All
inclusive.
inclusive. Oh,
Huge buffets, and then we go down to the beach and start drinking at like 9:30 in the morning and drink until
fucking rules.
8:00 at night. And
Sounds
then
boring.
it was horrible. It was the worst trip ever.
Yeah. But anyways,
Okay, back to superpowers. We're gonna go ahead with Brug now.
So
you go ahead and
superpowers.
segue into what you want to talk
so
about.
I've been conflicted my entire life on 3 different superpowers, and I think I've got it down to my top one. So I'm just gonna briefly say, I think it would be really cool to never die unless like you get the outcome of it. Like you can just choose, like I want to live forever, and everyone's like, no, because then you see all your family
immortality.
die, and I'm like,
They made a
but
movie about that.
But I get to see like everyone and like meet everyone, learn everything, and see like because like an iPhone wasn't even a thought 20 years ago.
right?
Now I want to see
That's
what's
a
I
funny
want to see
thought.
like happens next. Like I want to know
Would
where
you?
we
So
go.
you'd want to see your kids
I
and your
guess-
grandkids and your great grandkids grow up and die.
That'd be cool.
I guess, but do you think you'd have the mindset to adapt with every reality?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
I feel like I've done a good job so far.
I
in this
feel like
life.
someone who grew up in colonial times, if they lived to our area, they'd blow their fucking brains
Well,
out.
yeah, but I mean, we've already seen
Yeah.
we've already seen
Right.
like the changes. Like I remember calling friends gay and faggot in like
That's true.
like first grade, and now or not first grade, probably like 5th grade. But then now I'm like over
First
here, like,
grade?
Yeah,
Wow.
I, know.
Thinking
I had a bad mouth.
Vicious.
But like,
My high
but
school,
like,
must have been
it's
but
definitely
like
a
15
thought
years
process,
later,
yeah.
now I'm like thinking like, yeah, I don't see what the problem of this is and shit like that. And I understand people can get offended by word. So I guess I have the mentality to adapt. With that said, that's number 3. Number
Oh,
2.
you're gonna walk us through all 3.
I didn't want to get into that
Yeah,
detail.
It's a countdown. He's
Yeah.
been thinking a lot.
no,
about this.
go ahead, do that.
So
God.
number 2, if number 1 was unavailable, I think number 2, going kind of what you said you hated, Tyler. I think teleporting.
No, that's different. Teleporting
that's a
seems
little
more
different.
useful.
I think teleporting would be dope
Because
as fuck.
Nightcrawler is a beast. That dude whoops
Yeah.
ass.
You just
I
stole
love-
mine.
yeah.
But like I just
So
think oh
can't talk about it now.
no.
Boo this man.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, that's cool because you can take that one while I take this first one. I think shapeshifting would be dope,
Oh, dope.
You can get away with a lot of stuff.
I do like shape.
and like you can shapeshift into a person, you can shapeshift into an object, an enemy, an enemy.
You can shape
An
it into
inanimate object,
Yes.
I think is the
Inanimate.
word that you're.
I've
We
had
should-
too many
Okay,
Captain
the
Morgan
question, though-
juices.
we should name this podcast "Four Dudes Struggle Busting."
We
But,
speak English bad.
Hold on, Tyler. Is it more like, is it the Power Twins where it's shape of a shark, or is it more like
Jamie's
Mystique
tampon?
where it's like
the twins thing
And
was
now I
bullshit.
wait.
when you can just do it at will without speaking and stealthily, or do you have to like activate a ring and go, time to be
Form of
a clock?
No,
So you can tell the
I
time?
just think like oh.
Because you don't know what time it is.
It's like oh I'm walking to like I'm walking into a movie theater and I see someone like I really don't want to talk to, and
More-
now all of a
wow.
sudden I'm
So
a
you
trash
shapeshift-
can, or
So-
or like
a
or
walking
vending
trash
machine,
can into the
or a vending machine.
Hey, why is that
More-
trash can moving
more
into the
mi-
movie theater?
You
More
think that
messages.
trash
Really
you
want
wanna
to see this
Logan?
movie.
or if I'm like trying to like hook up with Giselle, I just like turn into Tom Brady for a night, and then
You're
like,
just trying to.
Ew.
Honey, why is your voice different?
Ew, there's so many better people than just.
Yeah, but those are
I'm
people that
sick.
like you can.
I'm
Okay,
Tom
fine.
you
Brady,
could fuck
honey.
so many hotter people than
n-
Giselle.
I-
One, Tom
Oh my
Brady.
God, this isn't even.
Like you
a
have sex with Tom
conversation.
Brady?
You'd want to be Giselle, fucking Tom
Well,
Brady.
yeah, because I want to
Yeah.
feel.
Oh,
I want to be like, ooh,
yeah.
my boobs. Oh my God, Tom.
Touch down, Tom.
I think that would be an interesting that right there, like as being just being a hot woman.
Mm-hmm.
and just like feeling yourself. Like, what is
Oh,
it like
yeah.
to be a woman
Oh
and
my
doing
god, I can't imagine.
not like in a
what it's
perverted
like.
way, but like what did they go through on a daily basis? You know how
time out.
Minus the
no,
period
you
stuff.
would you
I
would
don't
get
want
there
that.
in a perverted way.
No,
you're like,
no,
"Wee,"
that's-
like-
You
I would-
diddle that fiddle.
I
Gee
would
whiz.
honestly get that out of the way first, just so I can wrap
The
my
first
head.
thing
and
to
I'd be
do.
like, all right, you know what? Let's just see
you know what?
happened.
It'd be the perverted way, but yeah, I guess you're right.
That's
Like,
just to get it out of the way first. But I think shape shifting number one, just because I think it would be cool. Like,
In more of a mystique kind
yeah,
of way.
like no
New
one,
question.
like no one knows.
yeah.
Obviously in a more of a mystique way, not a superhero activated ring dude, but there's just one thing that you want to continuously be. You always go back to this shape shift. That's not you. What is your go-to shape shift?
If you yeah.
That
if
one I
you're-
haven't even thought about.
That's a
so-
good call.
Not like obviously you want to be Giselle. Obviously you want to turn into a clock at some point. But like other than yourself, there's another disguise that you're going to use a lot.
Because Mystique
You
in
could-
natural form is blue, but she uses that like
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
yeah. She totally.
This is
goes
not our
Jennifer
question. This
Lawrence,
is you,
yeah.
dude.
I know. I'm honestly trying to think. Like, what would like my go-to? Is it a go-to just like a comfortability, or is it like a go-to like I want to make sure that like all my shit's together? This is how I.
It could be anything. You know what mine would be?
Hide in plain
A
sight.
lion.
Yeah.
I want to be a
Not
lion.
Oh.
I was trying to think of
And
something
I would
simple.
go.
Oh, there's a lion at the movie theater.
No, not. And I'd go watch movies. Yes.
God, I don't
like,
want to
the lay
talk to
down.
Beth.
Have you guys seen this movie? And I'm like talking in English. Like, oh my god, I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's a good point. You got to be something that's kind of low key that no one would like question. in
Yeah.
any
What I'm
way.
saying is, I would
Yeah.
go experience being an animal, like in Africa or something like that. Like I would go
Oh, so
like
you
hunt
live as a
as a lion and be like,
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
kick
Okay.
your. And I'm like talking in English, like, what the hell is this lion doing? Like, that's what I would do.
I
you
think
know?
I'd
Like you don't
probably-
have to be like a person.
But see,
or,
then I would have to have the second power. I have to teleport to Africa.
No, you pay.
I can
You
take
buy a
flights.
plane ticket.
See, but how am I gonna do that as a shapeshifter?
you can transport. You can turn into.
I turn into luggage.
money
Turn into a flight attendant. Show up at the flight attendant. Says to me like, I'm a flight attendant. And they're like,
or a
yeah.
plane. Turn into a
Turn,
plane.
turn into a plane.
and
fly
your
yourself.
ass. Fly your ass to Africa.
Nope.
That's what I'd do.
Morgan.
Turn yourself
What
into
would you
jet
do, man?
fuel.
What would you
No.
do?
I would. I mean,
Morgan Freeman.
No.
That's your go-to.
And you're not
style.
right.
No.
I don't know. I honestly.
You don't
I
wanna be a
swear-
plane?
I don't.
Megan
know
Fox's vibrator.
God.
You're not
She's got-
going very far.
She's got toe thumbs.
Is
dude.
that Megan Fox's vibrator in the movie theater?
Just also in the movie
Yes,
theater.
we're always in the movie theater.
We're going back to his original reason for wanting to be able to shapeshift is because if he sees that person, he doesn't want to talk. He's okay with talking to them. but he doesn't
No,
want
that wasn't
to.
the reason. That was just like a thought of like how
Beth is
easy
here.
it, like how like
Such a
the range
bitch.
of things that you can do.
I better turn into Megan Fox's
If I wanna,
vibrator.
like if I want to like go rob a bank or something,
Yeah.
Turn into
Yeah.
Megan Fox's vibrator.
For sure.
I can shapeshift into something, get ported into it. So it's that shapeshifter and teleportation was very close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a world of all like superheroes, it would have to be shapeshifter because then I would just be obsolete in the wars that would go on between the two.
You would be a spy.
I could, but I'd choose not
be
to.
cool.
I'd just be like,
It's
whatever.
funny that you say that because like in all the X-Men movies and like animated series that I see, like no matter what Mystique is, they somehow realize that it's Mystique. Like all the superheroes are like, no, I know who that is.
Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, we see you.
No, she
out.
always fucks
You
it
can't
up.
trick us.
I just saw Gorbachev not 2 minutes ago. And she was like, kablat.
It's me to O-Time.
Gotcha.
So shapeshifting and
Shapeshifting's
teleportation.
cool.
I like it.
I like it.
I like
Okay,
that
so-
a lot.
If I had to choose all three, that's what I would choose. But
And your go-to costume is
Mystique,
whom? A person.
my
Other than
go-to
yourself,
person as
to
a
blend
person,
blue
Brad
wax.
Pitt. Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That'll get you out of situations.
Pitcom.
Pitcom. Is that a Pitcom kid?
No. Brad Pitt. 100%.
I'd pick
Not a
someone.
doubt.
I'd pick someone that's dead.
Oh shit!
Like Tupac.
Damn it!
And
just, like, walk
freak
around.
Oh
people out.
fuck! No.
But, like, then go to the
fuck
mall.
that. No, I'm backing it. Okay, so if I had to choose someone that was dead,
You shouldn't pick someone that's alive, and here's
But-
why. Because people are
No.
like, wait, that doesn't.
Oh, there's Tupac over there.
No, you're
Oh,
right.
Pick someone that's dead, and then you freak people out because like
oh,
that's
dude,
your
that
go-to.
would
Like,
fuck
Or-
with so many people. You're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You do not just Tupac. You do Tupac in hologram form, so people are like,
walking around.
"What the fuck show is this?"
Well,
Is that
I would be. Oh shit! What was his name? The Australian dude. Stevie
Stevie Wonder.
Crikey.
Crikey. Yeah.
Steve?
Steve.
Not Wonders.
No, I keep thinking of Wonders.
Okay, good. I'm not the only one. that can't
Crocodile
remember.
Hunter.
Yeah.
We all thought Wonders, by the way.
Steve Rogers.
Who was the crocodile hunter?
Oh, thank God, Siri's on this episode.
We'll call it Crocodile Hunter.
Everyone who's listening to this is thinking, fuck
Steve.
these
We're
guys.
fucking stupid because I can't. I'm too drunk to think. Steve Irwin.
Oh,
God
Butts.
damn it. No, I would come back as Steve Irwin.
thought
And
for
just-
I'm like,
Sure,
wait,
they
didn't the
would've-
Stingray?
I'd be like,
He
nah,
shoots-
he just swam off with me for a bit.
And he's back.
And
And
I
I'm back.
fucking
Oh, wait.
killed him.
What?
And
You
I was
think I was
stranded on
dead?
an island.
That was my friend, the Stingray. We were buddies. But also have like a Stingray barb like coming out of your chest when you're walking.
Like
around.
in the South Park episode,
in hell.
the like Halloween party.
You shapeshift to Steve Irwin
with the barb out. I'm fine.
Be like,
It's all good, guys.
with like a little bit of like zombie makeup on. Be like, what's been going on, guys?
It's just like seaweed
Apparently-
hanging off of you.
Stingray. Stingray
This sounds like a
venom.
Scooby Doo monster. Like this doesn't even sound.
Stingray venom. Like
This
Oh
is-
God! You turn into that.
And they try and,
scuba
like,
diver.
meddling kids.
they try and rip off my mask, but they can't.
That's not a good like shapeshift to just walk around town and someone would shoot you in the fucking head. That's a zombie. Boom.
Shut up, Colin.
with short-lived superpower.
and then you're dead. Mine would definitely be.
Well, hold
what,
on.
You're number
Let us
two.
ask. Jeez, you got to ask us.
Okay, ask me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ask Jeeves.
would you like the honors?
You know, I would. I really would.
Hold my hand.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Hold Colin's
This is,
hand. Hold Colin's hand while
I
you're
don't touch my
Absorb
hand.
my power.
Grab his
Don't
wiener.
touch
Punch
my
him or hold his hand.
Don't
his
punch me
wiener.
either.
Okay.
His hand's on his wiener, so you can just grab the whole
With
thing.
the power and magic of us three, Kyle,
Yeah.
what is your superpower?
Your second one. Teleporting.
Oh, we already knew this. So wow.
I said it already, but there's a nerdy reason why I think this, but I'm not going to say what the nerdy reason
no,
is.
I want to hear the nerdy
Dragon
reason
Ball
right
Z, but you know.
Oh, you wanna go? Yes.
You want to go
No, no.
and then
Yeah.
Think about what they. I'm not going to get into Dragon Ball Z, but like they like
teleport to hell? stuff.
you can do like the ability to go anywhere, anytime, wherever you want.
Dude, it's so badass.
And the reason I picked this is not from a
you've
superhero's
been there
perspective.
before.
It's from a me as just who I am right now. If I could travel anywhere I'd want, I'd go to Paris every weekend.
No,
I'd go to all these different places all over the world. I'd go to Mars and check that out. Like, I would go places you can't normally go.
yeah.
And I would suffocate out there because I don't have any
No,
gear.
because you wore the gear
All right,
out
so
there.
here's the quick question.
Kyle, why do you have motion gear on?
And I'm gone.
Here's the quick question on your stipulation to this power. Are you more Nightcrawler or are you more Jumper?
Jumper.
Okay.
It's like
Because Nightcrawler really can't. do-
Nightcrawler has to see it within his mind.
Yes.
Jumper can look
do
at
anything.
a photo.
Yes, I would
Is
do
that
that.
Ryan Gosling movie, Nightcrawler?
it's not Ryan Gosling.
No.
They're no names.
No,
Okay,
that's
I've
don't even know who that
I've
actor
heard,
is.
I've heard.
that's-
Morgan
I
Freeman's
just
in it.
that's Anakin Skywalker, guys.
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen is Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
way.
No, that's Jumper.
I hate the fact that.
Oh
we could
no
come
no no!
up-
We were talking Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I hate the
Oh.
fact that we could come up with Hayden Christensen before.
I
we
knew
could
that.
come up
I
with
knew.
Steve
I knew.
Irwin.
I knew that.
No, Hayden
Because
Christensen.
do you name another Hayden male?
Anything.
Do you know the woman in Jumper?
Yeah.
No.
What's her name?
Pentier.
Nope.
Hayden Panettiere?
Rachel Bilson.
Why do you know this information?
Cause I watched the OC and I loved it.
Oh my!
Wow, people actually got jobs
But
off that.
Kyle, like, you're almost making me tempted to like switch back to my
Like-
second.
oh,
Like
because-
it's a choice.
but like,
Because I'm thinking about it.
I
I'm thinking about it from a
love-
perspective
no.
of as us as people now.
yeah,
You all thought about it from the perspective of like, oh, I'm gonna be like this like superhero. I'm gonna go fuck with people. I'm gonna do things that I couldn't normally do. I'm
Neither of
thinking
us
from the
said that.
perspective. Yes, you did. You're saying things like you'd rob a bank, and
Neither of us wanted to rob
And
a bank.
You just want to travel the world.
I want to just go see places that I've never seen before.
So
And I would
you-
teleport to a remote location, and I'm there.
So you'd be selfish.
Yes.
We're thinking about the world at large.
And I don't have to deal with customs
We're
or
thinking about
flying.
the world
I
at large.
hate flying so much.
Robbing banks.
I get
We're
tired
thinking
of
about the
flying.
world at large.
It's such an ordeal.
It's
such an
easy
event.
and quick way to get one place to another.
You were not thinking
but
about
when
a
it
bank.
becomes an ordeal, that's when it becomes
Like flying to
annoying.
Mexico and flying back
Oh.
from Mexico.
Flying to
Oh
Mexico,
my
not an
God.
issue. Flying back from
The
Mexico,
segues, you should have started with yours and went to his.
Well,
we messed
whatever.
up.
That's what I would have done. That's what I would be. I would just to go see places I've never seen.
But as soon
hang
as,
out there for the day and leave.
as soon as someone found out you had that power,
I'd
you'd
take
be
'em with
the-
me.
You'd be the asshole for not saving lives because of it somehow.
If it got to that where people were like, you should save people's lives, I'm like, "Ugh, okay, fine. But like,
You should rob a bank.
but let me
You'd be
just
like
go.
Hancock. You'd just be like, oh, don't leave me the fuck alone.
I'm not your superhero. I just can teleport. Now leave
Just-
me alone.
I just do stuff.
He's always drunk though. Like he just slams into the ground.
Where
and
do you
he's
want to go?
hungover.
You want to go to Virginia? I'll take you to Virginia.
Virginia. How is that me saving
the
someone?
Hancock Airport.
That's your like.
have you been to Virginia?
Oh, God.
You would save so many lives if you took people to
you
Virginia.
can surf in Virginia.
Technically, yeah. Technically,
Yeah,
It's not a great
Virginia
surf.
Beach. I have a friend that grew up there.
Yeah,
No way. I did not know that.
Just the one guy. It was a population of one person.
Well, we're going to end on a really, really, really weird off-topic thing. And I think it's relative to what the time period it is our Final Four picks.
2017.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
March Madness.
Well, we already know the Final Four.
And
No,
in
I'm
case
saying,
you're-
well, I mean, who you think's going to be in the national title and then win the
All
national
right,
title?
so right now,
Be
currently,
quick.
setting it up, we have Gonzaga facing South Carolina.
Yep.
We have North Carolina facing Oregon, who is
Oh, yeah.
injury prone right now. So I personally, I think Oregon can pull it off against North Carolina, especially seeing how great Kansas was in the rest
And
of the tournament.
they shut them
took it
out.
to them. They took it to them. That is a very athletic.
People think 12 points is not a shutout when
Yeah.
it's that good of a team.
6
And you beat them by
possessions.
that's a shutout. You're
Granted, 4 or so points came late game, sort of foul territory.
Of course, but still.
yeah.
it's multiple possessions. That's a shutout.
Oregon, even with all their injuries, they are a team that are athletic. They're deep. They play great team defense. They get out on the run quick. They have 2 really consistent scorers in Dylan Brooks and I think his name is Dorsey. And
So you're Oregon. You're
so
all
I
Oregon?
think Oregon against North Carolina. I also think South Carolina can take it to Gonzaga. Gonzaga could pull it off if they play their brand of basketball, going through their big man. However, I think South Carolina is the hardest working team in the tournament so far, and to this point. So I would think Oregon versus South Carolina. I'm gonna go with Oregon all the way, beating South Carolina. And
winning their first ever national
let's,
title.
let's give.
There are 3 teams
with-
in the Final Four that have never
No, Oregon's been one time.
in 1939. I'm saying, but never have won the national title.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's
So
fair.
I think let's make this a little step up too. Let's give a final score on the final. I think Oregon beats South Carolina 74-68.
Okay, you're up.
I mean, you're completely insane if you don't think it's going to be North Carolina versus South Carolina. Like the world isn't pushing for that magic.
Because it's so weird that
NCAA is ranked or rigged if that happens.
If it happens,
yeah.
No.
that's going to happen just
I don't actually believe that.
for the comedy
That's a real possibility.
that's going to happen. Gonzaga's going to lose to South Carolina. North Central is going to stomp Oregon.
North Central.
North Central, the
North
high
Carolina.
school, that you-
North Central.
They got into
North Central Carolina.
the high school that you teach.
NCC.
Eric
North
Gordon
Carolina.
went back to high school.
Okay, so
We'll cut that.
we
part out.
have North Central easy over Oregon because no one in Oregon is still left alive after the massacre that was their last game. Everyone's injured. That's any worth a damn. Oregon has barely made it through. We got North Carolina going against South Carolina. South Carolina, they're on a hot streak. Gonzaga's there, and they're like, they completely forget how to basketball. They bite it, and they're just kind of like sitting on the
It
floor.
popped the ball.
You're like,
Like, what is this?
South Carolina, North Carolina, easy game. And then
100-0.
And then South Carolina comes in, and we realize, why did we let them here? And they just get stomped. 100-0 is a good bet. I'm thinking more like 100-50. It's going to be a blowout.
Who?
North Carolina wins easy.
Okay.
We had the same game and the same outcome, different score.
152. All right, my turn.
So, like, I agree. I don't believe in Gonzaga, even though they're in the Final Four. I think they had one of the easier routes to the Final Four.
Yeah.
But with that said, I still don't think they played anyone. like,
Especially with, here's
spectacular.
why I think that I agree with that, is with Xavier beating Arizona, I think Arizona's a better matchup against
Yeah.
I
Gonzaga.
agree.
And,
All right.
yes.
On a small pause, though, I will say, everyone in the world thought Gonzaga was the worst number one, and
Because they've been number 1 before, and they've been
I
dicked
do,
on.
I do believe that
I
they
will
were
say-
number one.
here's what I'll
I
say.
just don't trust them.
I'm not taking away my pick or anyone else's pick. I will say it is very impressive, no matter what conference you're in, to only lose one
Correct.
game.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that's the case. I just say
They got to
you-
where they are.
You
I'm
think
just saying, like,
NC
I'm saying,
versus
like,
SC?
but I'm saying like IU could have had an impressive year
No.
if they would have been in that conference.
No,
No, they
That's
lost
how
to
shitty they were.
IPFW.
No,
no.
they did, but shit, IPFW could have been in that.
Yes, they could have.
No.
I'm saying that conference is.
So you
bull.
think, what's your score and
So
who's
I
the
think-
winner?
So I think that South Carolina is gonna beat Gonzaga. I think North Carolina is gonna beat Oregon in a close game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna
Blowout.
be close.
That'll be the best game.
I'll
Every
think that'll
game's
the
going to
best
be a
game.
blowout.
North Carolina over South Carolina based off just experience alone, and
Yeah.
I think just the
Yeah.
coaching that they have there.
That makes sense.
Yes, South Carolina is on a high right now, but North Carolina's been there.
They've got the
and it's
team.
different.
They've got the team around.
So
it,
I think
yeah.
North Carolina wins. I don't know what score it's going to be, but I think it's going to be by.
So we have 2 North Carolinas
I think by like
and an
8.
Oregon.
I'll say
Uh-huh.
8 to 12.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Ooh, don't do it.
South Carolina.
Wake Forest.
They're my
Ooh.
team.
That's fair.
Ooh.
I've been watching them
Dude,
play
they look
every
good.
Everyone
single
loves them.
game, and I think they are the hottest team, and they're beating teams they shouldn't beat, and
Yeah.
and no one's prepared for them because they haven't seen them all season, especially people in the ACC and in the I don't know what conference. I think it's a Horizon League. I think is what Gonzaga's in. I'm not 100% positive. Anyway, that's my team. I think they're going to beat Gonzaga in a close game. I'm going to guess within 4 or 5 points, and then Oregon is going to beat. I think Oregon's great. I do think.
Oh, yeah.
I do too.
I think they're
but
going to beat
I went off the
NC
injury prone.
coming off that high now because NC every time this happens where the team that comes off a huge momentous win, they get like this cockiness and they're not prepared for the team that has been watching them and
Right,
ready to go.
right.
I do think both games are going to be close, but I think Oregon pulls off the win, and then it's a close game with South Carolina upsetting Oregon in the finals. So we have 2 NCs,
Interesting.
South Carolina, and an Oregon. No one picking Gonzaga. Which I
No one
think is-
picking Gonzaga at all.
I don't see them even getting to the finals.
Which is funny because with
They-
all our
they
luck,
could.
Gonzaga
They could,
wins
of
it
course.
all.
Of course, anything could happen.
Yeah.
But I think
Watch
it's,
them win.
yeah,
Watch
they
'em
they
win.
Watch
freaking win.
Gonzaga win.
They stomp South Carolina. They
Yeah.
stomp one of those 2
Yeah.
teams. Yeah, that's
But yeah, I'm with you.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
I agree that South Carolina right now, again, hardest working team
They're
in the
hard.
league. They're
No,
they
I think they're riding high and they're
super
doing
well
well.
coached, super within their
That
own
game against
plan.
Florida. That game
That was
against
amazing.
Florida was. That was
Against
a good
Duke,
game.
even yeah,
I
they
didn't watch
went
the one
after it.
against Duke. I was
Yeah.
on a cruise.
Oh,
but
they went after Duke
was
and they
good.
got it. Yeah, for sure.
anyways,
Well, this is wrapped it up. Thank you guys.
Glad to
for
be back.
listening. Oh yeah, it's good to be back. Next week, hopefully, I will. Let's do Saturday. We'll record it next weekend, and
something.
yeah, we'll figure it out. But thank you guys for listening. Really appreciate it. And we hope you check out next week's episode.
There's too much to chug.
All right.
Oh my god.
Talk to you. See you guys next week. Bye.